Your busyness is destroying your business. Here's how to solve that. Is this you? Are you overwhelmed and pulled in 1,000 directions at once? Are you multitasking your butt off, doing all the things? Are you constantly cycling between adrenaline and cortisol? And are you proud of yourself for being so busy and therefore obviously important and exciting, but secretly also finding yourself ever more exhausted, fragmented, stressed, constantly putting out fires, never making enough progress? Maybe you should listen to your parents and get a real job. If you're an entrepreneur, chances are you define yourself not just by your business, but by your busyness. After all, it's a badge of honor to be busy, right? Means we're doing important, exciting stuff, right? What if I told you that your busyness isn't helping your business, but is rather destroying it? Busyness, all that running around, the 50,000 meetings, the million approaches, the endless multitasking, the round-the-clock clicking and double-clicking, doesn't necessarily equate to progress. It just burns us out. It drives us farther away from our goals, and it guarantees that we have fewer resources available to devote to our quest. So ask yourself, are you doing business or are you doing busyness? If you want your business to thrive, you need to commit right now to never doing busyness again. Instead, I invite you to do business. So, picture a swarm of honeybees doing their thing. Bzzz. Get curious about the picture in your mind. What do you see? What do you hear? What are some words that come to your mind? Now check these busy ladies out. Honeybees are the ultimate flow mistresses mostly. They never rush and they never dawdle. Rather, they give their full attention to what they're doing in the moment, gathering information and doing one thing well, taking the time they need to do the job right. Everything they do is a response to their environmental conditions and to the needs of their community. They never make up a solution and then look for a problem. They only ever do one thing at a time. They only do their job and no one else's. And as they progress through the corporate ladder, worker bees master one job at a time, doing what is developmentally appropriate at the right moment. And they're masters of communication too. They tell their audiences exactly what they need to know, when they need to know it, in the language that they need to hear it in, to understand. Bee waggle dance. Oh yeah. So if you want your business to function like a well-developed hive, everybody doing only the niche work that's right for them, with clear boundaries, respect, and everybody constructively communicating, everybody responding to the needs of the community and to market conditions, with a time for everything and everything in its time, and everyone never rushing or delaying, then what do you need to change? How can you act more deliberately and more responsively? So your inner honeybee will tell you exactly what you most need to do right now in this step of your business journey. Honeybees are awesomely pragmatic like that. They keep an eye out for the future and will do extra foraging before a storm, but they act in the here and now, taking care of one thing at a time. So let's tune in with your inner honeybee and find out what they have to say. What does your inner honeybee have to tell you? Okay, so find a quiet spot, take a few easy breaths, check in with your body. How are you feeling right now? How could you make yourself more comfortable? What do you feel under your feet? And if you're sitting, what do you feel under your butt? How does your breath feel? Take a few more easy breaths. And then, in your mind's eye, imagine you're inside a honeybee hive. Then just get really curious. What do you see? What do you hear? How do you feel? Take a moment. And now that you've gotten comfortable in this hive, now you are a honeybee. Check in with yourself. What does that feel like? Does it feel fuzzy? Does it feel busy? What does it feel like to you? What are you interested in as a honeybee? What catches your attention as a honeybee? Does pattern catch your attention? Does flow catch your attention? Do your compatriots catch your attention? Does sharing information catch your attention? What are you really drawn to as a honeybee? Zzz. And now get more curious about your honeybee self, because they come in different kinds. What kind are you? Are you the queen, in charge of everyone and everything? Are you a nurse, taking care of others? Are you maybe a worker, doing the skilled craft work? Are you a forager, going out and finding pollen and bringing it back for others? What kind of honeybee are you? And how does it feel to be this kind of honeybee? And then, when you know your honeybee self, I want you to give this honeybee a respectful hug. Then imagine that they're not inside your head, but in front of you, so that you can have a conversation with them. So now that they're in front of you, have a good look at your honeybee self. And get curious. What do they look like? What are they doing? What do they sound like? And how do they move? Now, can you get really curious and quiet and listen to the honeybee? What does honeybee you have to tell you about what you need to know to conduct your business as best as possible right now? If you're quiet and wait, honeybee you will tell you the true, useful, curious thing that you need to know right now for how to best conduct your business. So instead of demanding answers, just be super patient and curious. Honeybee you will tell you in their own time and in their own way, maybe not in words, maybe it's a feeling or an image or a sound or a movement, an impulse. Whatever they tell you will be exactly what you need to hear right now. And then when you have your answer, thank honeybee you, bzzz. Store that answer away in your hive, take a few refreshing breaths, and go out into the world and put that answer into action. Good luck and happy bzzing. And get in touch with me at jordanadelfeld.com.